Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. Today we're doing a breakdown on these Bioammo Lux Steel 12 gauge. This is the, come on, cooperate, 2 3/4 inch, 1 1/16 ounce of number 6 shot, moving 1295 FPS. As you can see, these are marketed as a pheasant shell. Now, I've been wanting to do a breakdown on these for quite a while. So, I do want to say thanks to whoever sent these. There was no name on the box, but we got 2 boxes of the 6s and 2 boxes of the 5s. Same shell, and we both thought these were pretty cool. Josh saw them and thought they were pretty cool. We might end up shooting some clays with these if you guys want to see that. We rightly don't know what else to do with them. We can use lead for everything except for waterfowl here. But like I was saying, yeah, these are a shell that, well, we've been wanting to get our hands on for a while. If you don't know, the hulls and the wads are completely combustible. Not combustible, I'm sure they're that too. Compostable. Yes, these are biodegradable, as the name would imply. What are they made of? Well, from what I can gather, it is a biopolycarbonate. No, that's not right. Biopolymer made from sugarcane and maize, I believe is what I've seen online. But anyway, yeah, both the hull and the wad inside this are compostable, and this being steel shot, completely non-toxic. So this is a truly environmentally friendly shell. I keep mispronouncing things and just saying the wrong word, but these are a pretty good looking shell. Now, this is, well, it doesn't feel like typical shotgun shells do. This feels much thicker, and it absolutely does not feel like plastic. It's hard to describe. I can tell that the hull walls are very thick. There is a pinhole there, and that just looks like a super thick, you know, hull, for lack of a better word. But all of the crimps have a little bit of wonkiness to them. They all have that pinhole, and they all are kind of bellied up in the center. That one is right there. Don't have any more in here. Right here's one that shows it pretty good. I mean, the crimps aren't bad by any means. They're just a little bit like the hull was too full or something, and they got a little bit too deep of a crimp, and the center of them are all just bellied up, which is okay. It doesn't hurt anything, and the shells are sealed pretty good. And these are not advertised as like a waterfowl shell or something like that. Nope, this is 6s, which is pretty small for steel, and pheasants. I forgot to go over the box. I know no one's really coming here to see the box, but some people do like to see it. Really not a lot to say here. It's a very basic box. That's warnings, who cares about that. The back of the box is the interesting stuff. If you want to read anything, just pause it. But again, this is completely biodegradable. The wad and all is. This side is more not interesting stuff. The bottom of it is just some more warnings. But we have the Bioammo logo, nice blue color, 70mm, which is 2 3/4, 100% compostable cases and wads, which that's pretty cool to me. We have 30 grams of shot, which is 1 1/16 ounces, 1.06 on the scale. And I'd suppose number 6 shot would be 2.75mm. I didn't know that, but okay. And this appears to be made by Rio. We have the bigger stars on there, surrounded by 12s, and that is a Rio primer. Yep, that's a Rio hull. Right here is a Rio 16 gauge. You can see that is the exact same primer. The head stamp is the same with the stars and the gauge. But yeah, this is made by Rio, it appears. So you know how pretty often here we're finding that manufactured shells are sometimes pretty light on payload? Well guys, this one is actually 1 1/8. That is 1/16 ounce more than the advertised 1 1/16 ounce, which is pretty cool. You don't see that very often at all from manufactured shells. Yeah, we have over payload weight, advertised payload weight, which is awesome. This does appear to be number 6 steel, unplated, nothing fancy at all. It looks like all the shot is well polished and pretty round, but let's dump it out in the hand and actually take a better look at it. But so far, that looks like some pretty good steel shot. Yeah, you can see some tiny little divots and pockmarks and things like that. It's not perfect, but this is more of a clay slash target shell, something you might hunt small birds with, up to maybe a pheasant like the box says, but nothing at all you would be using for waterfowl that you would need like higher end shot for, nothing like that. It'll do the job just fine. It's just nothing fancy, but we do have ounce and an eighth in there. And I think what's going on there, why this is ounce and an eighth, is because they I dropped a pellet. The 5 shot, they were probably getting ounce and a 16th of the 5s, and that's what they based their box specs on. But when they switched over to the 6 shot, you actually, I keep dropping pellets. When they switched over to the 6 shot, they didn't check the weight again. The 6 being smaller takes up less room. You got an ounce and an eighth. They still print the box with ounce and a 16th. That the 5s take up. So here's the wad from the shell. It is brown. Guys, I tried to open 3 of these shells, and when I tried to pull the wad out, 2 of them actually broke at the crush section, excuse me, and this hull actually split down the center whenever I was prying the crimp up. Well, that's okay. The third one, the one this wad came out of, I just cut the crimp off, but this one didn't break in half, so that's a good thing. Now, I will note that these wad pedals are very thin. However, come on. The material this is made out of seems like it is pretty dense, although not very durable. If I were to bend this all the way around, you can see it's starting to split right there. So, not the most durable thing out there, but this is small steel shot. It's not hard steel. This is actually pretty soft steel. And the wad does seem like I don't think steel would penetrate the pedals. It does have a crush section, although I'm pretty sure that when you fire this, that's just going to snap. It's not, in my opinion, it wouldn't do much for recoil management, but for reducing pressure spikes, yeah. But yeah, this wad is just not the most durable thing out there. It breaks easy, as you can see right here. It might just fly into 1,000 pieces upon leaving the barrel, for all I know. But it seems to do its job. These have been on the market for a few years now, and no one's really complaining about them. No one's complaining about scored up barrels or anything like that. Seems to do its job just fine. And for a charge, this one has 21.6 of a black flake powder that honestly kind of reminds me of this one back here. There you go. Yeah, looks just like it, and the powder charge isn't too dissimilar from what would get that speed, but I really don't think it's that stuff back there. That's a sort of medium powder, and this is steel shot, moving not slow, so I wouldn't think they'd be using that, but you never know. Plus, I think these things are manufactured in the UK. I could be wrong. I'm trying to find somewhere on the box that says where these are made. Made by, yeah, EU. By Bioammo in the EU. So, yeah, Spain, it seems. Not made in the USA. It's probably not that stuff at all. It really does look like that one back there, but I guarantee it's not. And as you can see, this is straight wall. The base wad does have a sort of bowl shape to it, but it's a straight wall shell. And the base wad height is, I wouldn't call it low, but it's not a tall base wad either. Kind of has a funky shape to it. But it seems to have the exact same capacity as any other Rio haul. So, here is the plastic tube. I'll try my best to show you the inside of it. This is very, very rigid, sturdy material. Come on, unroll. There. You can see it's smooth inside, doesn't look anything at all like a normal shotgun shell. And you can tell, feeling this, it is not plastic. It has more so the texture of super, super dense, like a poster board. And of course, I drop it. You can actually just tear this up with your hands very easily. But without further ado, let's slap this back together and see if I can make it look presentable in a Fiocchi haul. I would use Shadats, but I'm out, and obviously it can't go back in these, so low brass Fiocchi, clear. Well, obviously I wasn't going to be able to reuse the original shells, so they are in 2 3/4 inch clear Fiocchis, and they do look pretty good. Not the best looking crimps in the world. That one on the left does have a attempted overshot card because I kept spilling shot. But that's okay. These will go bang just fine. And that wad pedal is kind of starting to tear. And that is not the one I bent either, so I don't know. The components don't seem to be the most durable things in the world in these, but they're not bad either. I wonder if the hulls are reloadable. I guess stay tuned for that and we'll find out together, won't we, guys? Anyway, yeah, we're probably going to end up shooting some clays with these if you guys want to see more of that. And I know we've been doing a lot of clay shooting lately. That's just because we really like doing it. And you guys seem to like watching it, so anyway, there's been a breakdown on Bioammo pheasant loads, I guess, number 6 steel. If you want to see the 5s, let us know. We might do it, although it is the exact same shell, so I don't know. But yeah, this was pretty interesting. You guys take it easy. We'll see you in the next one.